Skills, skills, skills. What would you say if I asked you how motherhood has helped you get ready for the world of work? Now, this might be a question that many people find difficult to answer. We are so quick to disregard the fact that our abilities as mothers are actually viable skills that are essential to the world of work. So, just because you've taken time away from a professional career to raise a child or children does not mean that these skills are any less valid. After all, you have been doing the most important job out there, raising the future. So now we're going to break it down and look at both set of skills needed for motherhood and for a CEO. Problem solving. Being mum means a never-ending list of challenges you need to overcome, from figuring out what your newborn needs to helping teenagers with the maths homework you struggled with the first time round. Time management. Using your time effectively is key to being mum. Personally, I use mini deadlines in the morning to make sure everyone is fed, dressed and ready for their day. Organisation. Doing the weekly food shop and making sure you have everything you might possibly need for the week ahead. Having clean clothes ready for Monday morning, and also planning all of those birthdays. You can't do any of this without being organised. The next three, I feel, go hand in hand with each other, and they are communication, teamwork and negotiation. If your little one has reached terrible twos, you're going to be an absolute expert in explaining the whys, but also convincing them that they really don't need that dirty nappy from the bin. But also working with other parents, teachers and even your partner or ex involves great communication. Learning from your mistakes is a really important skill to have. How can you expect a business to grow if you keep making the same mistakes over and over again? Taking calculated risks can really help a business grow and develop. They may not always work, but even when they don't, important lessons are often learned from these. It's really important to be able to adapt your management style. To ensure you get the best from your staff, you need to be able to guide them in a way that suits them and not you. You need to ensure that you are clear and concise with all information communicated. After all, if you're not clear in your communication, how can you expect your team to deliver the results that you want? Being optimistic and having a positive outlook will make a huge difference to the performance and mood of your team. And you need to have faith in those you're working with. Without their trust in their abilities and decision making, you'll run yourself to the ground trying to do everything yourself. So now that we've looked at those two lists, you probably have already realised that the two lists for mum and for CEO are very similar and very interchangeable, and I'm just going to touch on a few of those points. So the first one I'm just going to talk about is problem solving. So as a mum, this is something that you probably do without thinking on a daily basis. So for example, you could be out doing your food shop with your 2-year-old and all of a sudden you now have to deal with a full-blown tantrum, and you need to basically find a way of overcoming that situation so that you can continue with your day. And that's exactly the same in the world of work. You know, granted, you might not be dealing with a tantrum, but if you encounter a problem at work, you just need to find a way to overcome that, and that's all that is. The next one I'm just going to talk about is organisation and planning. Again, I think this is something that you are probably already doing without even thinking. So making sure that the kids are ready for school for the next day, getting their uniform out, making sure their packed lunches are done, making sure that you have clothes, all of that. But even if you look at it as a whole, like from the week, Have you got any appointments coming up this week? When are you going to be doing your food shop? When are you going to be doing your housework? You know, but also the things that you need to do for you as well. So have you got to go to work? Have you, are you seeing any of your friends? You know, even your partner as well. So you do need to be organised. You do need to know like where you're at, so that your week can run smoothly. And again, exactly the same at work. A perfect example is within my work, if I have to launch a sale, I have to be really organised, because I need to know exactly what's going into that sale. I need to know what staff are available to help me launch that sale. I need to be aware of everybody's skills so that they can be doing the right tasks. Because if somebody is really good at one thing, then that's what they need to be doing. So again, I need to be really organised. I need to know where all of this stock is going to go. So again, really, really transferable skill. Yeah, and then the other one I was just going to talk about was adaptability. So as mum, if we sort of go back to the whole tantrum thing, how you talk to your child when they are in full-blown tantrum mode is probably very, very different to how you talk to your child when they're feeling very happy and relaxed. And that is all that adaptability is like. So you can apply that into a work situation with, so if you're trying to teach somebody something, for example, how you teach one person might not be how you teach another person, because we all learn in different ways. But also, again, you know, somebody might come in one day in a really happy, upbeat mood, and then the next day they might be really down. And again, it's just changing your approach to suit the situation. And again, it's just as simple as that.